Hajime Isayama has a very broad outlook. He's a fan of Western TV series and history, and all this knowledge the creator of Attack on Titan used to produce one of the most recognizable characters on the internet. No manga spoilers have been found in this video. The first draft of Titan was a drunk man that attacked him in the internet cafe. Isayama was astonished by the way a person cannot express his thoughts through words and how awkward he looks. This inspired him to create a story with such individuals. As I said earlier, Isayama is a fan of Western shows. One of his most beloved shows is Breaking Bad, and while creating Falco, he was inspired by Jesse Pink. They actually don't really look the same, perhaps they'll be similar internally in the upcoming season. Speaking of jerks, did you know that Kenny Ackerman was inspired by Trevor Phillips from GTA? In that case, they are pretty similar internally. However, visually, Isayama was inspired by Jack Ripper. That's it! Trevor plus Jack Ripper equals Kenny Ackerman. And that's not everything. Besides the Western shows and games, the creator of Attack on Titan listens to Western music. Well, I'm not sure he listens particularly to this kind of music. However, Annie's haircut was inspired by Canadian singer Avril Lavigne, and not only her. Erwin Smith was also inspired by multiple characters. One of these is a background dude from Paris Hilton music video. The link will be in the comments. Another character was Ozymandias from Watchmen, an extremely intelligent vigilante who based most of his actions on his idealistic beliefs about the world and what it could be. These comics made a huge impact on Isayama's work. Moreover, Rorschach inspired him to create Levi. Levi? Oh yeah, now I see. In the interview for Men's magazine Brutus, mangaka said, "Levi is a character I accidentally created while idly doodling, and I of course knew I had something. Then I saw Watchmen and the character Rorschach really stuck with me, and I decided I wanted to try doing a similar character, so I combined him with that doodle." Getting back to Erwin, his name is dedicated to German General Erwin Rommel from World War II, who got famous due to his impressive tactic mindset. As I mentioned earlier, Isayama admires history and gladly makes references to it. Mikasa was named after one of the battleships of Imperial Japanese Navy that acted as a flagship in the war between Russia and Japan. Dot Pixies was inspired by Akiyama Yoshifuru, a general in the Imperial Japanese Army, the father of modern Japanese cavalry who also fought in the Russo-Japanese War. Speaking of battles, I think most of you already know that the prototypes to Eren's Attacking Titan and Armor Titan are MMA fighters. Particularly, Eren's Titan physique was copied after Japanese UFC fighter Yushin Okami, and the Armor Titan was inspired by WWE wrestler Brock Lesnar. Besides the fighters, the creator of Attack on Titan also used footballers' references. For instance, Reiner's eyes and eyebrows were designed after David Beckham. Now I made this amazing video about Reiner. Don't really know how this relates to the topic of the video. But tell me, who is your most hated character from the entire show? I am pretty sure that the first name that comes to mind is Gabi Brown. Hajime Isayama told that while creating Gabi, he first of all wanted to draw a female version of Eren on the other side of the war. Speaking of genders, Pig Fingers wasn't supposed to be a young lady. In the first drafts of Card Titan, it looked like this. The shifter had to be a middle-aged man named Oliver Pig. Luckily, Isayama's editor stuck to him into creating Pig Finger instead. And finally, how can I not accuse the mangaka of plagiarism? Frankly speaking, the characters of Yoshihiro Togashi from Hunter x Hunter calls to mind someone. Levi kinda looks like Phaeton. They even have the same personality. Armin reminds me of Kurapika, and in the end, Annie resembles Pakunoda. Nose. So that's it, guys. Hajime Isayama plagiarized Levi, Armin and Annie from Hunter x Hunter. No, actually, he plagiarized all of the characters, yeah. That's it. Isayama is so pathetic. He can't even draw a character. He is pathetic. He disgusts me. Isayama, you disgust me. No! I don't give a damn! Attack on Titan is a masterpiece!